So, what is the difference between motivation and discipline? The modern world we live in has almost an endless amount of cheap motivation. Music that's artificial, that messes with your emotions, fake flavoring in food that tricks your taste buds, and lights, fake lights that screw up what's called your circadian rhythm and mess with the hormone called dopamine that is your feel-good hormone. It controls the cycle of reward that you go through every single day that pushes you to eat food, find shelter, and to push your life to have ambition. Largely, the reward of achieving your objectives is dopamine. It makes you feel good. But in our modern world, our senses, our cycle of reward is hijacked because they found ways to artificially spike our dopamine. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Is because footballers come to me and they say, Taylor, I don't feel motivated. Well, that is the whole entire wrong paradigm, the whole entire wrong perspective to be operating from. Why is that? It's because motivation itself is inherently short term. It's something that you get a bump of once in a while, and it pushes you for a little bit, and then it dies down. So if you want something consistent, something that drives you every single hour of every single day, then what you're looking for is discipline. Discipline is a calling to a higher purpose. It's something that makes you get goosebumps on your skin because it inspires you. It gives you goosebumps because the purpose that you've set for the next 5, 10 years, even 20, 30 years, it inspires you, it drives you to achieve it. And the only way that it's possible to facilitate that is discipline. Motivation will never take you that far. The motivation, it will last you for half an hour, 1 hour max. That's why people love to wear headphones, because the music drowns out their thoughts. It drowns out all of their shortcomings in life, and it allows them to push through the workout. They just ignore the realities of life. They ignore any so-called higher purpose, and they're being controlled by short-term motivation. So, as I was saying before, this reward cycle is hijacked by an endless cycle of cheap motivation. That cheap motivation spikes your dopamine way more and shifts your focus to getting more in the moment as opposed to working towards long-term goals that you've set logically. Some examples are validation from social media, fake flavoring in processed foods, watching porn, or trying to chase women with the help of alcohol and other forms of social lubricant. And lastly, not lastly, but also listening to fake music is a big thing that I think is so subtle, but it does alter your emotions if you pay attention. So what does all this really truly mean? The more you are addicted to cheap motivation, the harder it will be to be disciplined, because someone else is controlling your thoughts and desires with this little carrot in front of you. Cheap motivation, cheap dopamine. So what you need to do is figure out what truly drives you in life. Actually think about what is a purpose that you can say, okay, I'm happy with this. I want to be the best, and I'm willing to push and persevere to achieve that goal. If you're watching this channel, I hope it involves football. And if it does, that goal needs to be specific, tangible, and time specific. And so what that means is, instead of saying, oh, Taylor, I want to be the best footballer in the world. That's great. Every footballer should think that way. But if that's your goal, it's so vague and ambiguous. How can you make a plan to get there? You need to make something specific and make it time oriented so that you can actually make a plan on a calendar and say, okay, in 6 months, I'm going to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And if you don't, you have to go back and look at your plan and figure out what messed up in your plan that stopped you from achieving it. And then that's where you'll need to make a new plan for the next 6 months, and hopefully you'll learn from the mistakes of your previous plan and then be able to accomplish that 6-month objective. Does that make sense? In the comments, please comment if this makes sense or not. All right, so if you're a serious footballer who wants to become the very best version of him or herself, I suggest the following. To basically rewire your dopamine receptors so that you can think clearly and logically and rationally, so that you can make a plan to be disciplined to achieve something, as opposed to being driven by short-term motivation, by music, by TikTok, by porn, by clothes, cars, what have you. Instead, you need to have a purpose and allow that purpose to drive you. So I want you to adopt these lifestyle tactics and they will realign your dopamine receptors. Number 1, wake up early in the morning for the sunrise. Number 2, always fix your bed and clean your room. Number 3, don't look at social media until after you've gotten at least 30 minutes of morning sunlight. Very important. Limit modern music to at maximum 30 minutes per day. Block all artificial blue and green light after sunset, also very important. And please get to bed at 10 p.m. I have other videos on this topic, but long story short is sleeping at 10 p.m. is way more important for you than just getting 8 hours, because the quality of your sleep is way more important than an arbitrary a number of hours that has been tossed around for decades. 8 hours is great, but let's focus on the quality because that's most important. Why is that? It's because there are critical cycles of restorative recovery and development and growth from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., revolving around hormones like melatonin, cortisol, growth hormone, and testosterone, that if you miss that window, you will not get it back no matter how many more hours that you sleep. Last 2 points: avoid porn and socialize more with actual human beings. Try and hold eye contact with people when you're talking to them. Stop looking at the ground when you talk, because people are actual human beings. When you become so addicted to this digital lifestyle, social media, porn, music, you have lost your ability to socialize with actual other human beings and connect. That's why you always look at the ground and you sexualize people and you can't think calmly to relax. Last point is again, avoid any form of processed sugar, flavoring, or preservatives. They truly mess up your way of thinking, your taste buds, and how you look at the world, because you become addicted like a hamster on a wheel, just chasing that next bump of fake sugar. So guys, this was my video about motivation versus discipline. Please below in the comments, comment if this makes sense, comment if this helped you, and comment what you liked about it, and any other questions or topics about other videos that you'd like me to make. If this video really spoke to you and you want to go deeper into this topic and you feel that it'll help you with your football, I filmed a workshop recently called the Confidence Conundrum. You can grab the recording at the link below and access a group on Telegram, ask me and my staff questions about the workshop, and come away with some actionable changes to your life and your mental paradigms that I guarantee you will help you play better football and help you be more confident on and off the pitch. I'm Taylor, the founder of Football Entangled. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.